Now then, first of all, once again, thank you for being here, clicking on this video and checking it out. Welcome to part 2 of my Wainwrights coast to coast walk. If you've not yet watched part 1, that's up on the channel. If you go and watch that first, you'll be up to date in the series. So yes, at the start of part 1, I did give a fair warning for swearing, and for part 2, I've decided to try and cut out as much of the swearing as possible. I think I've got every word, but just fair warning, 1 or 2 words might have slipped through here and there. Anyway, I'm not going to drag it on too long because I'm losing my voice at the moment. So without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy. Good morning from Shap. Lovely day today. Due nice weather now, so just sorting all my stuff out. Been downstairs for breakfast. Got my little system. Got the hairdryer mounted. Drying my shoes out. Today's meant to be a steady one, but I'm probably gonna go for the 2 sections in one again, but we'll see how the legs are feeling. I'm gonna get packed up and then we'll head on out and I'll pick you up from there. Obviously I've got to raid the hotel first for supplies. Alright, we're off. Leaving Shap. Glorious morning. First field that I've came across is full of huge heifers. And they've got young with them as well, so I don't want to startle anyone and cause any problems. Even though the footpath's in the corner of the field, I'm just giving him a wide berth. Don't want no problems. Situation report on the muscles and joints and bones. Right foot's got a horrific blister on it from yesterday's wet feet, and my left knee's still a bit gammy. But I taped it all up. Morning, mate. I taped it all up last night with some muscle rub on it. It's definitely helped. Still hurts, but I'm hoping it'll just do what the right knee did and just heal up on the go. So the first planned section for today is just from Shap to Orton. I think it's 13 kilometers with a 300 meter total climb, so it's not too bad. However, I might do 2 segments today and just push on through to Kirkby Stephen, I think it's called. And that'll make the day a bit longer, but I think it's doable for me because 13 kilometers is not really far when weather's like this. Feels so good to get the old top off and just get some sun on the skin. I've been putting it off because I don't want to rub my shoulders on the straps, but I don't care. It's got to be done today. Quite an interesting active quarry. It's been dug out so much it's filled up with water and just become like a washland. It's not quite like a reservoir, but it's something. Yep, first wrong turn of the day already. Only 52 minutes in, so the path is up there instead. So if you ever do this, when you come to the quarry, don't turn left, carry on straight. Yeah, I'm just on a nice leisurely stroll today. Beautiful day, feeling pretty good. Yeah, I'm just going to soak it in today. I've got 9 hours to get to Kirkby Stephen, so plenty of time. I'm just going to take it steady and just saunter along. I'm blessed that I'm able to do this right now. You know, I've got the time off work. I can hear people working down at quarry there, and it just makes you, you know, you see all the lorries on the motorway working, and yeah, just remind you that I'm lucky to be able to do this right now. Spend 2 weeks just walking. A lot of people do call this a walking holiday. It's a little bit tougher than a holiday, but I'll take it, especially on a day like this. This is cool. The signposts have finally changed to Yorkshire Dales National Park instead of Lake District National Park. Little bit of a geoengineering going on. Stratospheric aerosols, solar radiation management. That is a topic for a different day. We're not going to get into that right now, but if you know, you know. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. It's actually funny because by the looks of it, I'm actually heading into a swamp. So it's actually quite fitting. Shout out Shrek. Yo, trip just got interesting. A few cowpat mushies. You know what that means? Silla side bin. Where you been? There's a lot of like regeneration and tree planting going on around here. I really love to see that. It's a good mix of stuff as well. It's not all just one thing, it's quite diverse. I mean, all of this is all planted. So yeah, in 20 years time it's going to look very different on this path. Yeah, look, new oven there. Got me dinner in that tonight. So random. Nope. 1 mile from Orton, which is the first section for today. Absolutely beautiful again. These grassy declines have started to become my worst enemy. I'm walking backwards again. It's funny because these slow like grass descents are way worse on my knees than just like even a rocky descent, because at least you can step down. Whereas like this, you're stepping down at such a funny angle. Like if I'm going like this, you sort of got your foot like angled forward like that to catch yourself. It just puts so much strain on your knee. And it kills. So I've actually overtook someone from the hotel last night, but I've also been overtaken. So someone actually set off later than me. I thought I was the last one out, but there's a couple of lads and they've overtook me, absolutely pacing it for Orton. But I've got a feeling that they'll probably just be staying there as well. So even though I'm walking steady, at a steadier pace, I'm probably just going to overtake them anyway. So there's just no point in rushing. I'm more prone to an injury or something, or making a mistake, going the wrong way. I'm just sauntering along, nice and steady. Stuff like this is not helping because I've just bought 500 grams of chocolate. It's already weighing my bag down more. Alright, quick shop at the chocolate factory done. Quick stop at the local shop in Orton. Got something to eat for the road. I'm not sticking around, it's a lovely village. Spoke to a nice bloke up there. We're onwards to Kirkby Stephen's. Well, that's Orton, or Orton, left in the rear view mirror. Finally found an apple tree as well, but could only get that one. All the best ones are at the top, couldn't reach them all. I'll take it though. We found this place, it looks, says it's being restored. Just wondered if we could have a quick look. Be a little bit cheeky and okay. Basically what they've done is repointed it and put a new gate on. It's probably still like a great habitat for owls and birds of prey and stuff, so. Sit rep regarding legs, regarding joints and bones. Left knee is rough. I've strapped it up. This blue tape stuff, blue bandage wrap, really good. Wish I'd have got a bit more of that in Glenridding. Next time I see like a pharmacy section in a shop, I'm going to see if they've got any more of it, because it's really good. It's like, it's kind of sticky, it kind of sticks to itself, and it's got like a bit of a spongy flick to it, so it kind of gives you a little bit of support when you're walking. But yeah, it is starting to worry me a little bit, because the right knee felt similar, but the right knee's fine now. The left knee is just getting worse, so it's starting to worry me a little bit, so I'm going to keep an eye on it. Just try and rest it up tonight. Just need to get this walk out of the way first. This tree here, it's like a prime example of how I'm feeling. Just weathered, worn down and weathered, damaged and scaly and falling to bits. Starting to feel like a bit more of a spiritual journey now, to be honest. the initial sort of rush of the challenge has worn off, and now I've just been on my own for so long on this trail. And there's been a lot of this, just hours on end of just being alone and walking and thinking and not thinking and going over everything. It is sort of starting to change, this whole experience, becoming something a bit different. You know, when you're out here, on your own, it's quite overwhelming. It does bring up a lot of emotion. You sort of, you feel yourself welling up. Yeah, it just breaks you down, and that just includes everything. Every aspect of who you are just gets broken down out here. There's no room for anything else. There's no room for ego, or no room for noise, whether it's external or internal noise. And it does leave you a bit broken open. Yeah, so the motivations and the outlook of this challenge is changing. It's becoming something different. Just passed a couple of horses there. First people I've seen in quite a few hours now. Starting to think that the sheep were my only friends. Yeah, she said it's not far now, so then again, she's on a horse. It's a little bit easier when you're on a four-legged beast of an animal. I'm a one-legged beast of an animal. Yes. Steady on. If you're like me, you might have thought that the Yorkshire Dales is quite flat in comparison to some of the other national parks like the peaks and the lakes. I guess because the name Yorkshire Dales just makes it sound kind of like sleepy rolling hills, which is exactly what it is. Some of those rolling hills are pretty fucking big. I learnt that when we did the Yorkshire Free Peaks. Shout out to Ollie, because no one else will understand what we went through on that day and night. But yeah, I learnt that day that the Dales is not as flat as what it looks. There's a lot of fells and hills around here. Some of them are pretty ruthless. It's been a while since I've seen a coast to coast sign, so first time I put my fleece on in 5 days. Temperature's just dropped a little bit. It's sort of like a misty fog. It's not raining properly, it's just kind of like just a little bit of moisture in the air. It's got a bit of a cooling effect. Not long now, just by the looks of the maps, I've just got to drop down here, up this other side, and then it's just the last stretch. So getting there, I am looking forward to getting in my tent, whether it's wild camp or on a campsite. Just the thought of like boiling some water up and making a hot chocolate and a little bit of something to eat. Oh, I've got some films downloaded on Netflix, so I can just lay in tent, just pretend I'm in my bed at home, get a film on, get a hot chocolate. Oh yes, cannot wait for that. This ain't good. Look at all these like guarding fence. There's no getting through here. Look at this. Hello. Hello. Yep, there's no getting through that. They are waiting to get out that gate. So I ain't getting through there. We need to find a way around without disturbing these. So there's the gate I was stood at with the cows. I need to get over this wall, but it's a dry stone wall. There's no gobbo holding it together at all. And by that I mean there's no cement. It's just dry stone. The path runs down here. There's a gate at the bottom. I need to get in this field and down there. I've checked where this footpath goes, and it just goes the opposite direction of where I need to go. I need to get down here. But I've got these bad boys in my way. I think they're all waiting to be fed, because all these over here are herding round gate as well. and they're all mooing their heads off, so they're waiting for something. That's why they're all stood at gate, which also means that the farmer might be like on his way around somewhere, and if he sees me climbing over his dry stone wall, he ain't going to be too happy. And also, this is not a public footpath, it's a permissive footpath, so that makes it even more interesting. And there's someone coming uphill now as well with an Alsatian, so I'm just going to have to carry on walking for a bit. They might actually get the cows to shift from the other side. Alright, we're through with the help of a kind lady and an Alsatian. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, whoa, 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 stay there. Stay there. Yes. Oh, we're through. She said the ones on that side are worse. These are pretty chill apparently. The ones up here are worse, so. That's what it's all about. Yes, we're through. Onwards, because I need to get up this fucking valley. Here we go, Kirkby Stephen or Kirkby Stephen, whatever. Up here. Alright, let's get this over and done with. I'm up and out of the valley. I was just thinking, this is the time I come alive. When I'm racing against dark. There's no one around. There's literally no one on these trails, except from that one woman who's clearly local walking a dog. There's no one else hiking. It's just me. I've got a destination set. I can see roughly how far away it is on map. And all of a sudden all my injuries just fade away. I know, I'm focused, jet set, pushing on. I absolutely stormed up that valley, hiking poles out, digging them in, crawling up it, powering like a train. And my knee's absolutely fine going uphill, so that's telling me that my knee's not properly f***ed, because I think if it was properly f***ed, I wouldn't even be able to, like, you know what I mean, I wouldn't even be able to step up. So it's just the declines. So hopefully it's just wear and tear and I can strap it up, get some muscle rub on, get some painkillers and go from there. But yeah. Too dark for GoPro really, but 10-eye view. Campsite down here apparently. I booked online, so I rang them and they didn't answer. I'm just risking it. I booked online. I'm just going to turn up. Can't really see, but it's just a posh caravan park. We're in. Beautiful building. We're in. She's told me where to go. There's showers, washrooms, everything. Beautiful site. Yes. I've done it again. On a posh caravan park. All my stuff's everywhere again. Gonna get a shower and then go and cook some food. Got some local eggs. £2 so I can spice up my dehydrated meal. That's home for tonight. See you in the morning. Morning. Okay, so I'm still at the same campsite as last night. It did rain, so all my stuff got wet. I'm in the drying room now. Got my sleeping bag in the dryer. I've just put my tent in the dryer as well for 5 minutes, and it's actually done a good job. I know it's risky, but it's worth it in my opinion. So yeah, so that's the situation. Drying everything out. Also, this knee is not good. Neither of them are great, but this one is a lot worse. So I've been considering staying here in Kirkby Stephen for a night in a hotel. I still might, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go to the chemist, get some ibuprofen gel and some painkillers and see if they've got some knee braces and just wrap everything up and just see how I'm feeling. I do want to continue, but also I need to be smart about it and not like just cause permanent damage to my knee. So yeah, there we go. Wish me luck. I'm still in Kirkby Stephen. I'm just in the Black Bull Hotel where I'm staying tonight. I've just dropped my bag off for a bit. I'm gonna head out and look around the village for a bit. Just having a walk around Kirkby Stephen. Happy to chat bench. Sit here if you don't mind someone stopping to say hello. I think these are a great idea. Just been out at Co-op, got a few little food bits and bobs because I'm running out and it gets a little bit more rural from here on out. So that's a Masonic lodge up there. You can rent that out. I'm just going to go and see if I can have a look at this church. There, look, Masonic Hall. Quite interesting. You can rent it out for your events. Not sure what kind of events they might be. I bet that building can tell a few stories. Yeah, let's see if we can go and have a look at this church. I'm not sure if you can actually get into it or not, but see if we can find a date somewhere. Some awesome olive trees here. No date on the entrance. Just a row of olive trees, and they're massive as well. Shout out to Dad and Christian. I know you two will like seeing this. Couldn't see a year anywhere. Looks like there's a bit of an information board here, so might find a year somewhere. It's just a map. Some history about the village. Cool. Nice to find some time just to walk around and explore one of the local villages a little bit more, because you do find yourself rushing when you're on these multi-day hikes. So oh, there you go. Built by direction of the will of John Waller, 1810. Beautiful. Number 5 is my birthday number. Sells your numerology. So I'm in the Black Bull Hotel in Kirkby Stephen. Okay. Most important thing is we've got a bath for the rehabilitation to take place. So I've got some bath salts. So nice little room. Nice big TV. More supplies. These are always good. Keep coming across these as well. Coffee bags. I've got a load of these in my bag from the last hotel, but they are perfect. Oh, yes, rest day. And because we're in a pub, you know what that means? I can have a couple of pints of Guinness. Because it is a walking holiday after all. There's also a fruit machine downstairs, so, and I bought £6 worth of scratch cards, just because I feel like when you're suffering you sort of somehow think you're going to get lucky. And so I did win the lottery last night though. Well, sort of. I spent £10 on tickets and I won £5.70 back, so not quite the jackpot, but we'll take it. Okay, good morning from Kirkby Stephen, still here. More supplies. Yes. Sorry, but I'm taking everything. It's got to be done. So I just got to sort room out quick. Get bag sorted. I've got breakfast downstairs at 9:30. 9:20 now. It's the best sleep I've had since I set off. So yeah, needed that. So I'm going to get sorted, and we're definitely going to make another section today. Knees are... swelling's gone down a little bit. I'm going to get some more ibuprofen gel on, get the knee guards on, and just go from there. So I'll see you when we set off. Okay, we're walking. Just leaving Kirkby Stephen. I don't know if you can see, but it's not looking good up on tops. It's misty and foggy, and it's like the opposite of what I need today, but see how we get on. River Eden. ...108 miles in this direction. Okay, so you can just see Kirkby Stephen and Hartley down there somewhere. So far it's not so bad. It's mainly road, so you know, even though it's a bit harder underfoot, it's nice because it's all even. Morning, mate. It's all even, so I'm hoping I can get most of the ascent done just on this road, because it's not super high. It's not a high ascent today, not a super high climb up to these 9 standards. So yes, we're moving. Still getting warmed up, to be honest. Knees are sort of feeling probably say about 65-70% okay. So see how they hold up. These braces are definitely doing a job though, so that's good. Ibuprofen gel's kicking in. Woo! So I sat in the pub last night at the Black Bull where I stayed. It's like a pub with a hotel above it, and sat with two lads called Tony and Dave, and we've been crossing paths up to now. Like, I'll catch them up, and then I had a rest day, so they caught me up. And we stayed in the same place last night, so I was sat in the pub with him, was having a few pints and stuff. And I woke up this morning, was having my breakfast, and I could hear him on the other side of the bar. And they booked another room, they booked another night in the same hotel, and they're just going to stay there again for 2 nights. They're not feeling too great. And I'm not surprised, to be fair, because them boys can knock some pints back. I had 3 pints of Guinness. A shout out to them for buying me 2 pints, appreciate that, boys. And yeah, they were telling me what they've just been drinking in pubs. Every time they find a pub, they're just in there for a few pints. And they were telling me that one night they drank 11 pints each and then woke up and had another section to do. So I'm not surprised that they're feeling it a bit this morning, because in the time that I drank 3 pints, they probably had twice the amount of me as me, and I went to bed and left them in the bar, so God knows how many they had after I'd gone to bed. And also they were just chain smoking, like every 2 minutes they were just rolling another cig, going out, smoking another cig. So fair play to them boys, and they're carrying super heavy packs as well. Tony were telling me that he's got solar panels in his bag and stuff, like, so as he's walking along he's like got solar panels hanging down the back of his bag to charge his phone up and stuff. So fair play, they're carrying heavy packs, drinking heavy pints and smoking heavy cigs, so fair play to them boys. We've left them in Kirkby Stephen, so more power to them. There's a fucking llama up here. Okay, so I'm just entering into the what's called access land, and there's a couple of signs about the coast to coast and just talking about the erosion and the conservation of the area, and you know, it is a bit of an issue. And you can see here, major improvement work to the coast to coast path will be ongoing from August 1st. It mentions that they're dropping, helicopters are dropping off materials and stuff at the top, which is usually the case. They drop off like huge stones, and then the rangers come out and sort it all out up there and batten down the paths with huge stones, stops erosion in all like the sort of heather and marshland and stuff. So it's telling you which route to take in different months depending on how wet and dry it is, I guess. And it keeps people from like walking over one route constantly, because that's what causes the issue. You know, you get thousands of people walking over one bit of path, it just churns it up and just destroys the land. So yeah, worth a look. And yeah, we'll see what kind of work has been going on up here. It's all changed. Wind and rain just came out of nowhere. I had to stop quickly and get waterproofs on. Get waterproof cover up bag. Save all my stuff getting wet. Everything's in dry sack, so it probably would have been alright, but then your rucksack gets soaked on the outside, and I just really could not be bothered to stop, get all my waterproofs on and stuff. So anyway, committed to it. We're moving on. Could have done without it, to be honest, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? That's what we're here for. Can't complain. Not a bad thing to be doing on a Thursday morning. I say morning, it's nearly afternoon now. I really need to start earlier, but everyone that knows me will know I'm not really one for being on time or starting early, but we make it work. Well, I'm not crossing that bridge. It's completely submerged. Trail's there. Meant to sort of go here, across that bridge, and then on back onto the trail, and this is the problem, because stuff like this happens and then people start walking around like you can see up here, which is probably what I'm going to have to do, and then it creates another trail what gets trampled down, just the same as this one. You can see people have been going through here as well, but I can't get through there, not in these. I mean, I can't talk because I'm here doing it as well, you know, but it just shows that you need the investment to keep these places, you know, to encourage the conservation of this area. rather than turning it into a muddy washland that everyone's just trampling over. So shout out to the rangers that get out here and prepare the paths and stuff for everyone, because it ain't easy. For fuck's sake, man, I'm getting battered. I'm having flashbacks to Kirkby Pike, but again, I'm not as worried. Oh, look at the state of this, man. It's bogged down everywhere. Can't see f*** all. Yep. I'm having flashbacks to Kirkby Pike, but at least on Kirkby Pike the trail was solid, whereas this is it's quite boggy in some places. Oh, look at this, man. It's just whipping across this valley. I'm still not even up the top yet. Probably got another 100 meters to go. I think this is the first bit. It's like 600 and then it goes up like 670, I think, at the highest point. So not even all the way up yet, and it's pretty f***ing horrible. Rain all over the camera. Woo! What the f*** am I doing? Yes! Makes you feel alive though, once you've got all your waterproofs on and stuff. Can't complain. Keep moving. Keep moving, mate. Oh, f*** it, I just decked it. Camera is covered in mud. Proper just decked it, boys and girls. Oh, I wish I got that on camera, but the 9 standards are just coming into view over the hill. Oh, slipped in there somewhere. I bent my arm a bit as well, catching my fall. Oh, sake. Yeah, I really started slipping and I was like, no, really don't want to fall in water and get wet. So I just tried my hardest to stay out of it, and I've jarred my arm a little bit in doing so. Oh, man, it's gnarly up here. Nice standard. Standards are just down there. I've just come up here. There's another sort of commemorative cairn here to commemorate the wedding of H.R.H. Prince Charles to Lady Diana Spencer, 29th of July 1981. F***ing hell, man. Need to get off here. So earlier on I said about that sign with erosion control, and it split the path into 3 different routes depending on what month it is. So I followed the blue route, which is the one for September, which it is now, and it's brought me to this, and this, I can't cross it. It's absolutely bogged down. So I'm trying, but conditions are atrocious as well. You can see where some people have like waded across, but man, I can't do that in these trainers. I can't get these wet for the rest of the day. I might have to go back and backtrack and just take one of the other routes and just, yeah. I can't even see the trail, so I don't even know where the even it is. This is turning into a really difficult section because the ground is just so wet. I mean, the weather's not helping, but it's just taking me ages to navigate a way through and try and stick to the trail. The blue trail has just met the red trail. I can see some flags down there. I'm trying to just make my way, but barren marshland. Can't believe it. I've just had to jump across this bit. Not only have I got my foot wet, state of that, hiking poles just bent in half. Sellers your f***ing leckies. Oh, for sake. I really wanted to do 2 sections today, but oh, look at the f***ing state of that, man. I'm gutted. Absolutely gutted. For sake. Oh, I'm really f***ing starting to hate this section. F***ing awful. Worst day by far. 100%. Hell, man. There's a lot of swearing going off camera. There's going to be some going on camera in a minute, I'm telling you. Oh, for sake, poles are snapped, my watch turned off, so that's my Strava route for the day. Luckily, I put my phone on it as well at some point, just in case. But I started it late into route, so oh, this trail, mate, worst section by far. Awful. And I get that it's only like this because people doing the coast to coast, like that's what's caused this. My feet are officially wet. My knees are hurting. I've snapped my pole. There's no sign of this ending. It's just squidgy marshland. Off, mate. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, I'm telling you. You see these videos on YouTube of people doing this route like it's just a nice Sunday stroll. Nah, it's not recording the worst bits. Trust me, this ain't fun. There's nothing fun about this. Well, there's always a silver lining. Rangers are up here just building this path, building this all the way. So fair play to them. It's a big job. So yeah. Obviously, I saw the Ranger vans, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to get a telling off here because I'm on the wrong route. But they were quite happy to send me this way. So basically, it's split up into colours: blue, red, whatever. And that's the sort of trail that you're supposed to follow, depending on which month it is. However, those little flags that are knocking around have got nothing to do with that system, so that completely throws you off. So you're following the flags, but actually those flags are just meaningless. They're just for the rangers to they're marking where the works are taking place, but they've got nothing to do with the actual trail that you should be on. So I mentioned that to him. He said, yeah, that's their bad. It's just a bad coincidence. But yes, they've finished all this bit pretty much all the way. I can see into the distance, so I'm on a freshly laid path. Shout out the Rangers. Yes, I'm out of the bog. We're out of the bog. Yes, feet are wet, pole snapped, but oh yes, it's a heaven send. Fair play, because this is a tough job getting all this in. So happy days. Crack on now and hopefully just get down, and then I'll assess the situation from there. So I've just come off that path that the Rangers were rebuilding, found this little hut. It's pretty cool. Not bad if you were just stuck up here for at night. You could camp on top of the table if you wanted to, get your mat on there and your bag on there. But yeah, I could see the windows on the way down. It's quite eerie, which the light's shining on them on the other side, so you can't see if someone's looking out or not. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm going to carry on and get down. I don't think I'm going to walk to Reef today. I think I'm just going to stay at the site in Keld, just get in my tent and just cook some soup and just chill out at night, and maybe do 2 sections tomorrow instead, but we'll see. Managed to scrape my name in, and I've super glued a 20p coin to the table. So if I ever come back, I'll see if the 20p coin's still there. Okay, we made it out of the bog, just round the corner from where I'm staying. Look at this. Stunning little area. I believe it's called the Wainwright access area or something like that. Look at that though. Now that is your wild swimming spot. Awesome. There it is. Keld. It's desolate, mate. Not much here, like. There is a cafe in that though, so. But I can see a sign for the campsite that I want to get on. Tea shop. Rookings campsite, car park, ices. That'll do me. I think cafe's closed anyway. I think I can see a sign saying closed, so looks like we're just on campsite then. This is it, checked into campsite. This is my spot for the night. I'm gonna stick the tent there. Pretty cool site. It's even got drinking water right here on this tree, so interesting. There we go, all set up. GoPro's in the tent, but oh, it's steaming hot shower. Cannot tell you how good it feels on your skin when you've been in wet bogs all day. Oh, that's me. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit. I'm gonna get a good shower. Just sat here sorting my feet out. It's quite nice just sat here, to be honest, out of rain and wind. It's quite relaxing. This is a really nice little site, this Ruskin campsite, I think it's called, something like that. When you Google it, it seems like it's going to be quite sort of rough and ready, but actually it's absolutely spot on. They've got toilets, showers, washroom, and the campsite's like, they've got 2 bits. You can either get, well, they've actually got 3 bits. There's like a camper van bit up the road a little bit. There's the bit that I'm on this little ledge, and then it drops down even further down to the water. So yeah, I really recommend this place. Awesome. Great little farm shop with like sweets and cakes and stuff, tea, coffee, etc. Really lovely lady that I spoke to in there, speaking to her for like 10-15 minutes. So yeah, I'm just having a minute, to be honest with you. I'm just quite happy just to sit here. Check this out. I'm just chilling in the tent. Managed to mount my phone here. Got these little toggles running through my case. So I'm just kicking back, chilling, watching a film. Best ever. Turned out alright in the end today. So yeah, I've had some tea, slice of chocolate cake, some cup of soups. I'm chilling. So yeah, this is probably going to be me for the rest of the evening. And yeah, pick up tomorrow. Good morning, people. It is 7:51. Just chilling in the tent for a bit, waking up. I think I'm gonna make a cup of tea. There's a few midges knocking around. The owner of the campsite did say it can get quite midgy on here. Her exact words. So I don't particularly want to stick around and find out about the midges. Even if I get packed up and go and sit in the little tea shop that's on the that's on the campsite, sorry. Sit in there instead, get all my gear sorted, and then just go and sit in there, I think. Okay, so we are on the road again. Just leaving Keld. Just up there. Oh, there's an apple tree there. They're all a bit too high to get to though. Lovely owners at Rookings farm campsite. Shout out to Jill. Honestly, just the nicest people. Definitely be going back to that campsite. Lovely people, awesome campgrounds. But yeah, so we're on the road. I'm hoping to get 2 sections done today. If the weather stays like this, I'm definitely going to get 2 sections done today. I've asked about the ground and they said it's not as bad as what it was yesterday over here, so yes, knees are sort of feeling all right, but we'll see about that when I get back to the decline. Feet are in dry socks with bags wrapped over them to keep them dry. So yes, clear blue skies. Hopefully this just blows in and stays like this. Look at this. So I believe this is the River Eden. Just clean that camera a little bit. I believe this is the River Eden. And this is the same river that runs straight through that campsite. If you follow this up, the campsite's up there on the left. You can literally camp right next to this, but she said it gets a bit midgy, so. But someone already wow swimming down here. Awesome, awesome spot. Definitely be coming back here. Oh, just more water. There's another waterfall up here. Check that out. Amazing. And you could literally just, you could come and chill here on grass and just wild swim all day. Just look at that valley. Just had to stop to get the shorts on and t-shirt on. I set off in a long sleeve t-shirt and trousers, but that ain't happening. It's absolutely roasting. Honestly, just what I needed after yesterday. Absolute blessing. Oh yes, it's amazing what a bit of sun on your skin does for you. So I'm just I've got some electrolytes as well, multivitamin. I'm gonna hit that, and this is it now. I'm gonna power on. So yes, valley, beautiful. Yes, this is what it's all about. The peaks and troughs, the ups and downs of yesterday and today. Look at this, man. Blessed. You. Literally just turned the corner, but just look at this. It's unreal, man. So this up here is called Swinner. Oh no, sorry. This is called Buzzard Scar. And then just round the corner, up on the left, it's called Swinnergill lead mines, and the disused lead mines. So that's really, really cool. And over here, straight centre shot, is Swinnergill Kirk. So yes, we're going down into this valley, and sort of where them ruins are, sort of there. We're going up there somewhere. So yeah, definitely bring you back when I see some more interesting sights. This is absolutely stunning, breathtaking. Love it. Yes, the endorphin rush is back. Yes. God bless, mate. Oh, feeling so blessed, feeling so grateful. It's a spiritual journey. Woo! It's a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage of the mind. A pilgrimage of the soul. State of that. Oh yes, so grateful to just be here and be able to do this. Such a contrast to yesterday. Yes, needed this. Sun's out, blue sky, unreal scenery. I'm full, my heart is feeling full. I needed that. God bless. Looks like we've got a bit of a scramble up this sort of ravine, but I'm not mad about it. I'm absolutely buzzing about it, to be honest. Oh, yes, it looks awesome. Alright, first mistake of the day. Carried on going up. I was trying to, the footpath was all wrong on the map, so anyway, long story short, went wrong way, had to backtrack. But look at the scenes. Another beautiful like swirl pool, old buildings. You can see up here there's like old entrances to the mines, and there's another one even further up which looks even gnarlier than this one. But I'd love to come back and spend some time exploring those disused lead mines and stuff. Look at that. This should be a fantastic wild camping spot. Anyway, got to get up there where these guys are going. Up somewhere up there, zigzagging. Yep, so crack on with that. Okay, I'm up out of the valley. Made good time up there. Well, I got talking to someone, so that slowed me down for 10 minutes, but another nice guy, so needed the coast to coast last year, give me a little bit of advice. I'm in the clouds. The sun's breaking through. Woo! We're back in the moors, baby. There's a big difference though. The ground is solid. I'm happy about that. Easy track, so I should be able to just truck on here and make good time. Alright, I'm in the Melbeck Moor. It's quite interesting actually. It's sort of all disused mines and quarry land. quite an interesting sort of dystopian landscape. Yeah, I'd love to come back and explore a bit more of these disused mines and see if there's any caves and stuff like that. Go on a bit of a hunt for crystals and quartz and agates and stuff. Anyway, I smashed it up out of that valley. We're onwards, it's in the rear view. Am I an outdoor vlogger now? Might be. This might be it. This might be my transition. Hashtag YouTuber. Hashtag vlogger. Outdoorsman. Out Andy about. Anyway, I just wanted to say now I'm out the wind a little bit. Shout out to that campsite last night and shout out to Jill, the owner. Absolute lovely lady. When I turned up, I tried to pay for camping and a couple of slices of cake and stuff, and I mentioned that I were raising money for Swaledale Mountain Rescue because there was a sign on the wall with them on it, and we're in that area now. This is their area that they cover, so I mentioned that and she wouldn't let me pay. I tried to pay for camping and the cake and stuff that I got, and she was just like, no, if you're raising money for them, just set up at night, you know, I'm not taking any money off you, put it towards your fundraiser. But the thing is, I'm the same way inclined, so we were butting heads and I'm saying, no, there's absolutely no way I'm walking out of this reception without paying you, blah blah blah. So we're passing money back and forth, she's trying to give it back to me, I'm trying to pay her. Same thing happened this morning. Tried to pay for a cup of tea and a couple of slices of cake, and I left the money on the side because she wouldn't take it again. And then I came back out to my bag, I nipped to do some washing up and stuff, came back to my bag and she'd written me a little note saying, hope you finish your walk, and she wrapped it around my money and put it back in my bag. So shout out to that, shout out to Jill, lovely lady, lovely campsite. I'll definitely be going back there again. Look at this. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Glorious, glorious Yorkshire. I'm getting sunburned again. Such a contrast between the days. Yesterday I'm soaking wet, trudging through bogs, snapping my hiking pole, depressed, swearing, and now I'm getting sunburned on like solid hard quarry tracks. So here we are. Here's a little bit of history of the mines. Old gang lead smelting mill. This scheduled ancient monument is being conserved. Please do not clamber on walls or cause any damage. Yorkshire Dales National Park. So this was the lead smelting mill. You can just imagine now what would have been going on in here. Red hot furnaces, people working long hard hours up in the hills. If my dad comes up here, he would definitely love to come and see this. That looks like where the kiln would have been, maybe. That's like the chimney stack. Awesome. Just even standing in here has just got a feeling to it. Let's have a look at this stack. I can only assume that it's a chimney stack of sorts. Yeah, it looks quite sooty in there, so yeah, definitely. There you go, look, still kind of, even now it's still kind of ashy. See if I can get you up there, have a look. Yeah, so when you're watching this, Dad, you would love to come up here, mate. All disused mines and mills, and really cool. Look at this. Oh, chocolate fudge cake. Just had a lemon one as well, and that was phenomenal. So, oh yes, get some calories in. Bit of sugar. Yes, yes, we love it. I'm trying to make good time so I can do 2 segments today. But I keep getting talking to people, and everyone's so nice, and I love it as well. I love talking to people. But sometimes I'm still talking to them for 10 minutes, and I'm like, I need to crack on here. But I also really enjoy just talking to random people, so I need to just start saying hey up and cracking on. But yeah, now we're in Yorkshire, there's going to be a lot more of that, just talking to people. Because as you know, if you're from Yorkshire, you can't walk past someone without at least saying, "All right, mate," or "All right, love." And sometimes that ends up being a fully fledged conversation. Alright, just doing a little bit of essential maintenance, drying my socks out. I could just feel a little bit of a blister coming on, and that's because my feet are just damp, so just having 5 minutes, just dry the socks out a little bit, taking the insoles out of the shoes, get them dried out and aired out a little bit. Same with the knee guards, t-shirt, everything, just having 5 minutes, it's worth it while the wind and the sun's out, just dry everything out a little bit. My feet are only gonna suffer from it if I don't, so not far to go now to Reeth. So we're actually in Reeth Low Moors, this is called, so technically we're sort of in the Reeth area. Just got to drop down into the actual village, assess the situation, maybe I can get some food there and then head on over to Richmond if I'm feeling up to it. I'm just nearly in Reeth now, but yeah, found a few blackberries near the end of the season now anyway, so these are some of the last blackberries I'm going to get this year. Yes, look at that, let's go. Some essential vitamins and minerals. Alright, straight through Reeth, literally quick stop for a sandwich, some fruitcake and a Vimto, all in about 10 minutes, and I've literally just left it behind. Such a nice little village as well, and it's a shame getting busy as well because it's Friday, so people are coming for the weekend, so probably would have been a nice place to stay for tonight, but we're onwards and upwards, not hanging around. It's 3:37 now, and I think this is probably going to take me about 5 hours if I'm being realistic, so it's another 10 miles. Obviously the incline and decline plays a part in the time process, but yes, that is the plan anyway. You know, plan's in motion now, so there's no going back now, that's it. We're onward to Richmond, which is the biggest settlement across the entire coast to coast route, so should be quite busy tonight, Friday night. Woo, let's go. I've not really been recording much. The GoPro battery's low and the SD card needs changing, so I just thought I'd crack on towards Richmond. Probably about halfway there. However, just snapped the GoPro mount off the selfie stick, so not ideal. I'm going to doctor that when I get back. When I get to, oh sorry, I was just checking my watch. When I get to Richmond, that's another thing on the list to sort out. But yeah, so because of that happening and because of the fact that the battery's going and the SD card's running out, I'm probably just not going to record much for the rest of this and just get to Richmond, and I'll pick it up from there, sort everything out, and it's more of the same anyway. It's just rolling green hills now, so not that it's not interesting, I love it. So you're not going to be able to see much on here, but GoPro battery died. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm laid in bed, but we made it to Richmond. I'll show you in the morning. Good night. God bless.